Hi guys, this video we're having a look at Neca's Ultimate Freddy Krueger from A Nightmare on Elm Street. Now, straight away we have the fantastic poster from the original A Nightmare on Elm Street, 1984 film. Now this picture, I loved this picture at the time. Because it was the VHS cover, you know, from when I think I was probably 10 or at a push 12 when I watched Nightmare on Elm Street. Obviously when I shouldn't. We went around my friends, watched Nightmare on Elm Street and American Wolf in London one night. I can remember that, and that stayed with me forever. You know what I mean? And then obviously knew I shouldn't be watching them, but this picture just sums it up for me. I don't know if you've seen the 3D, is it McFarlane or Neca? If I haven't done a video of that, I'll do that. The 3D poster sculpt. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent here. And of course I understand this picture was done based on the script. It's obviously Nancy, picture of Nancy there. Before Heather Langenkamp was cast as the actress. So I believe this poster was done based on the script, as opposed to knowing what Freddie's going to look like yet, what the glove's going to look like yet. Obviously the actress. So that's why I believe we have this image. And it wasn't focused on Freddie because they didn't have a final idea of what he was going to look like, to be honest. So we have obviously the poster there, a picture of Robert Englund in Freddie makeup there. On the side, just Nightmare on Elm Street 30th anniversary Ultimate Freddy, and again on the same on that side. On the bottom, the Gumph, and on the back we have the figure and all the little extra bits that we've got going on in there. So this is what we've come to know and love with regard to Neca's Ultimate figure sets. And it says Nightmare on Elm Street, Nancy is having grisly nightmares, something monstrous wants to kill her. Meanwhile her high school friends, who are having the very same dream, are being slaughtered in their sleep by the hideous fiend of their shared nightmare. When the police ignore their explanation, she must confront the killer in his shadowy realm. And there's obviously pictures of all the little extras and stuff going on there. And we have the usual window box, like I say, that we've come to know and love with regard to these figures, the video game figures and the Ultimate figures. And of course a picture of the sculpt there, and the box where you would obviously see Freddie in, and you could see a picture of the boiler room in the background. So that is the box, my friends. Obviously it comes with lots and lots of extras. One of them being, and the most interesting thing I think with regard to extras, is Nancy's little telephone. Of course, that Freddie's tongue pops out off, and you know, it was a bit of a weird moment in the film, but of course one that sticks with you. So yeah, there's loads of detail going on there. You can see all the little buttons. Obviously the tongue. Love the cord because she wrapped it around it, didn't she? Obviously the button in there. You know, there's a lot of detail going into that. And I like that you know. I think that's brilliant, Neca. So yeah, so Nancy's little phone. I wonder if you can get it through there, so the cord is wrapped around it as it was. No, I'm not going to do it in case I break it, but obviously just be careful because you can see that coming off, I guess, at some point if you're fiddling around with it too much. He also comes with the alternate hand, the alternate left hand, where he chops his finger off. You know, I think it's when he goes, "This is God," when he slices his fingers and it spurts out in the garden, when he's taunting Tina at the beginning of the film. So yeah, obviously the bright green. It's a little bit cartoony, but you can understand why it's there. And also Mezco did the same thing with their Freddy figure. And if you want to check out any other the Freddy figures, just go into my video list. They're all there. I've got the McFarlane, the Neca and the Mezco Freddys are in there, so have a little look at them if you want to. So that's an alternate hand. Also we have Tina's face, which is pretty horrible. Not too sure why we got this one, but you know, any little extras, I'm always grateful for them. And we have an alternate head, which is we've had the alternate head from the series 1, A Nightmare on Elm Street Freddy. We've had this before, but this is a lot better paint on here, a lot more detailed paint, and of course, I don't know if you remember in the film where she pulls the face off and reveals the Freddy's skeletal face underneath. So I guess that's the idea of providing Tina's face there. So that's that. And we also have the Grimace Freddy face. Now again, we've had this head before. This came with the Series 1 Freddy Krueger. But again, this is a lot better paint going on here. A lot more time and effort has gone into painting this and making it look a little bit more perfect. And on the actual Freddy figure, we have a new face. I say a new face, I'm very confident it's a new face, because I looked through all the in-packet Freddys I've got, and the out-packet, and I haven't seen this one, or I can't find this one, so I'm assuming this is a brand new sculpt we've had. And I really like it, in all honesty. The Closed Mouth Freddy Krueger Part 1. Oh, and he comes with his hat. With all the other Freddys, again, we've had the hat. It's a soft, pliable. I think this feels a bit softer than all the other ones, to be honest, but I might be wrong. But again, a nice sculpt. And I haven't checked. This might even be a new sculpt hat, to be honest, just because of the little bit of damage I've seen in the front there. But I might be wrong. That might be the same one. But what makes this Freddy ultimate as opposed to a Part 1 Freddy? Obviously our extras, but he's got knees, bendable knees. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? 2016, and we've got bendable knees on our Freddy. You probably remember, or we went through 5 or 6 series of Freddy figures. Hold on, I'm just going to quick look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think 5 series of Freddy figures. Where they all had the same leg, bent leg, straight leg. There we go. Let me grab. So this is our Freddy from Part 1. Let me just move that camera a second. Come on, Freddy, stand up. So we have. Oops, sorry, Freddy. This Freddy is that we had to put up with for so long. One leg straight, or both legs straight, but that's all he could do. But believe it or not, Freddy does actually now have knees. Yes. Well, he's getting better. So anyway, and that's the Grimace Freddy we've got there to the new Ultimate Freddy here. So yeah. So that is just a big thing in the world of Neca Freddy figures, the fact that he has knees, and I'm really happy about that, because you know, you can get some good sculpt, good poses. Definitely looks a lot better in front of the furnace, if you've managed to get hold of a Neca furnace. So let's have a little look at the articulation. So we've got rotation in the feet, Knees! Rotation in the knees! And a bend in the knee! Yes, so I'm just really excited about that. Oh, and the hips. Freddie can do some dancing. Now one thing I do think is a little bit poor is, and I know you're not going to be looking at it, but you know, there's a bit of Freddie crotch going on there. You'd think that'd just be black plastic in there as well to go with the trousers. It does look a bit weird, a bit wrong, if you ask me. But I know you're not going to be displaying Freddie like that. But even, you know, like that, there's a little bit of something going on there, isn't there? So, you know, and that is not out of place displaying him like that, and you've just got a little bit of pink poking out there, which you don't want to be seeing if you ask me. So Neca, a little bit of, if it is the Ultimate Freddy, a little bit of black paint down there would have not gone amiss, to be honest. And if it cost me a little bit extra, I'd have been happy to pay that. But anyway, so let's get back to it. So the chest, and also there's actually detail. I keep doing this, and I know you're looking up there, but you don't want to. But there's actually detail on his chest, scarring there. It's not painted properly, or I say not painted properly. It is pink and everything, but it's not painted to highlight or anything. But there is actually scarring on his chest. Obviously a ball joint in the head, and the head, as we know, can be removed and swapped for the others, which I don't like doing. I'm not going to do on this video, purely because the ball joint is a little bit dodgy sometimes and you could break them. So ball joint in the arm, obviously up and down rotation, rotation in the elbow and bend, and of course rotation in the wrist. Now of course Freddie's glove is one of the star of the pieces, and I do again, we've got the old bent blade thing going on, which we've had through all the series of Freddy figures, in all honesty. But I do think I prefer the paint from the Series 1 Freddy as opposed to this one. But, you know, nothing really much more new to tell you here, guys, about this Freddy. But apart from the fact he's got knees. But anyway, as always, as you know, I really appreciate you watching. Leave any comments below. Take care, guys, and of course I'll catch you again in the next video. Thanks so much. Bye bye.